So we've broken up.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Are we live?
Yeah.
Are we live? No, this is very serious. Facebook Live. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Would you like to introduce what?
So you've got to get sharing and commenting and posting everywhere because it is live from the usual channel now, Real Life TV. And you are live with Trisha and Mark. And we're going to make this a really experiential evening of fun and greatness and sharing and caring. So get commenting. Where are you? What are you doing? What have you stopped doing so that you can watch us and hear what's going on? There's been lots of crazy rumors and things going on. Yeah. I don't know. There's somebody trying to chat to you. You can cross that off there. So, hey, Jack. Yes. So get sharing, get tagging. Who can tag the most people? Get sharing it everywhere. I'm going to share it everywhere.
Let's share, because I'll tell you what's important is what is this? Why would you do that?
What's that?
I tell you what's important is that everybody understands what is this whole "we broke up" thing. What was the other title?
The breakup.
The breakup. Yeah. What is it? What is the breakup? And what does this mean? Yeah, I don't want to do that, lady. So we've got people messaging us here. So look, what you need to do is you need to tag as many people as you possibly can right now, so we can just get this out on the different channels. Have you done that as well? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you shared that. Yeah, because I'm sure there is maybe a select bunch of people, but definitely a few people are saying, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on with Trisha and Mark? I thought everything was wonderful." Huh? Is that better?
Yes. Hello. Hi, Aussie. Wow, long time.
Yeah, so
making sure I use it as a mirror.
I think you're supposed to do that before we start.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so look, there's people are saying, hey, you have 3 beautiful children. You set up a number of magnificent companies. You created a multi-million-pound property portfolio. We created Real Life and have been able to transform many other people's lives as well. So look, just do us a favor. Share this on your timeline. Comment, let us know where you're watching it from, and tag as many people as possible, because we want to go for a record, because we want to set the record straight on what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah, because I received a lot of messages. I'm just speaking for myself, because I know you also have been receiving a lot of messages, right? Yeah, I've been receiving a lot of messages, and a lot of messages where people are saying, oh, how are you? Are you okay? You know, you must be upset. And, you know, so, some real nice stuff like, you know, I thought you guys were amazing and all the rest of it. So let's put something into perspective. The amazing bit, we can keep that. Yeah, you can keep saying that we're amazing. Yeah, that's all good. And this whole thing about, hey, you must be really upset. You must be devastated. Are you okay? Is there anything I can help you with? I think people are coming from a compassionate, you know, intent, I would say. That's what I would think. Yeah, what about you? By the way, are you still tagging people? You got to comment, tag. If you got any questions, if you want to know what's going on, because you just do this right now.
So people messaging and things like that. So we are here to set the record straight once and for all, because you know what social media is like, and crazy rumors and people saying this and that and the other, and there's lots of gossip and Schoolgate mentality and Chinese whispers, and everything gets pulled and pushed. So we don't want that. So we're here, we're going to tell you authentically from a real life situation,
but
from real people.
But also, I mean, it says
on?
real life in the background here. But like this is obviously real life is a business where we design, create, and deliver the most life transformational coaches and training and experiences to assist people to live the 5 freedoms, which is financial freedom, physical freedom, mental freedom, emotional freedom, and spiritual freedom as well. So that's one thing, and that's one of the businesses that we run, and it's transforming many people's lives and creating an amazing culture and environment for people to really grow and flourish. And I suppose people are wondering, well, if that's something, you guys are delivering training together, you guys are coaching together, what would happen to that? Also, people might think, well, actually, it's based on some of the property training that we've done, where we're helping people, I wouldn't say follow our footsteps, because, okay, although we do a lot of mentoring, I'd say we are helping people be self-sufficient and create their multi-million-pound property portfolio with tens of thousands of pounds of cash flow per month, their own way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. But obviously we have created a portfolio of over £8 million ourselves, and in total, over the last, since January 2017,
16.3 million.
16.3 million in projects completed. Yeah. Projects in terms of, purchased, took through renovations, either selling, took through renovation, project management, and all the rest of it. Literally from January 2017 was when we were total beginners at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, total beginners.
To over 16.3 million. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Okay.
So listen, do you want to know? We're here. This is it. So we've broken up, basically. We broke up, but we've broken up.
What does broke up even mean?
But in a
like we're together 14 years.
14 years.
Intimately, we've been together 14 years.
Yeah.
We've helped each other grow. I would literally say, just be out and honest. I don't like. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in detail, but in terms of 14 years, in terms of 14 years, we're going to get into the detail. I don't regret any of the time at all. One, for a couple of reasons. Well, for many reasons, but I'm going to just give you a couple. Yeah, one is that it's made me who I am today. Yeah. It's made me who I am today. Yeah, another thing is, I know Trisha helped open a different part of me up that for many years I was looking to do that. I was looking to be more in touch with emotion. I was looking to be more
I went the other way.
No, closed up a little bit. I don't think that's true.
I did. Not right now. Not right now.
I don't think many of these people would mess about with that stuff either, and say that. Yeah, just anyway, very expressive and be more open to opportunities. Because I'm sure most of you might be similar to the way I was before, is you want to take the opportunity, you want to put yourself out there, you want to interact with more people, but there's just something holding you back. You want to get excited, but there's something holding you back. You want to experience the joy, the fun, but there's something holding you back. So I don't regret it for 1 second, because, Trisha did help me move forward in that capacity. And that has then enabled me to move on, see opportunities, not just see them, but then this time take them. Because I did see a lot of opportunities before, but I wasn't taking them. So that's why I don't regret it for 1 minute. Plus, also, we have 3 amazing children. They're like awesome.
They are such gifts.
So what would you like to say?
So for me, we've spent 14 years basically growing up together.
I'm not sure I've grown up yet.
You were my best friend through many, many things, many situations. And we built this incredible life together, and the 3 children being the most important part of that. And then not only then did we do that and have lovely experiences together, but then we also built these businesses, which both equally were our major passions, with training, coaching and mentoring and property and being wealthy, creating wealth, and then helping others to do the same. Both of us had such a joint passion for doing this.
Just on that wealth thing, can I just add something there? Because I think we wanted it for slightly different reasons. And this was one of the drivers that pushed us to continue searching for a vehicle and multiple vehicles to create passive income streams and create wealth. One of the reasons was that, like, however much money we were making, Trisha was like spending it. So like, it was a big driver. There was a huge driver. I had to keep making money and finding new ways to make more and more and more money. So it really pushed me to out of my comfort zone. Yeah. But the other side of it for me was my background and where I grew up from. You know, I was broker than broke. You know, so like, that was a big driver for me to be like, I never want to be in a position like, I gotta get, number one, I gotta get out of this position where I don't have any choice. Or like, I remember one time there was a snowboarding 6-week training program. Now, who wouldn't like to learn to snowboard? Yeah, especially when it was £1 per session. You know, because I think, I don't know what it was at the time, maybe 15, 20, 25 pounds or whatever. I don't know what it is now. Yeah. But when you can get it for £1, so £6 over 6 weeks, £6 over 6 weeks. And I can't even go on that because we're not able to pay the £6. Because if I pay for the £6, then I would have had to run to school every day rather than catch the bus that cost 35p. Even though what my parents never knew, or maybe they do now if I tell them, I don't think my mum watches this. Yeah. But like, I used to run to school anyway and keep the 35p each way. So I made 70p a day. That's why my entrepreneur day started.
People are saying really nice things.
I know what they're saying.
But yeah, what I was saying was, so we had this joint passion to create all of these things together and, you know, doing all of this amazing stuff in the businesses. And we are literally living our dream with what we're doing day in, day out. And all it was is that just intimately we don't match anymore. And that is not a bad thing. Like we were talking about it and we spoke to our core real life team and explained that actually it's a celebration. So you've got to think about it this way. Over the last 3 or 4 years, with all the personal growth that we've both been through together and individually, has grown our intentions and our goals and our outcomes. And unfortunately, just in this instance, you say unfortunately. Wait a minute, because personally, some of our outcomes are now, they don't align anymore. Business wise, we're totally like, yeah, do. You know, we still, real life is going to be bigger and better and bigger and grander and crazier and amazing
can I
than
just
it's
say
ever
something
been.
On that? Because in terms of real life, that's why it's called real life. It's not called Trisha. It's not called Mark. Yeah, it's called real life because it's a platform to, like I said, design, create, and deliver the most life transformation experiences, coaching, and training. So it's a platform for people to be a part of. There is one thing, and people are always asking, how are you guys so different? How are you guys getting this result? People building multi-million-pound portfolios in such a short space of time, in like a third or even like a quarter of the time.
And we had jobs.
What they've been
we
in
had
there.
full-time jobs.
No, I'm talking about all the other people as well.
Yeah.
How does that happen? Because it's environment and it's proper training. It's not just, you know, theory. It's not just, you know, listen to some, you know, step-by-step instruction. I mean, obviously the technical and the business development has to be there, but there's a whole other aspect, which is how to execute and how to make it work for you. Yeah, but that's talking about the business, because it's a platform. That's why it will go on, because it's bigger than me and you. It's bigger than me and you. Yeah, so it's about the culture.
But we're not leaving. Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
We're here. We're literally going to have the biggest, bestest year that we've ever had in real life. We've only
far.
We've only just begun. It's literally the beginning of the great stories for everyone's lives, everyone's memories. And, you know, let's be honest, we broke up probably at least 2 and a bit months ago.
Yeah, now. It was November.
So
it's like end of October, November was like the official mutual separation.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a mutual thing. But like we dragged ourselves for a long time before that. I don't know about you, but maybe thinking, is it going to work? Can it work? Is there going to be a shift? Is there going to be a better alignment? Yeah. Because what Trisha was saying before about growing, it's, imagine it like a balloon. Imagine it like a balloon. You see, when your game is small, when you just, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to offend people, but, you know, I don't really care if I do. But like this whole, when you're average and you're just playing a small game and you're just coasting through life, that's like your balloon, not inflated. Now, that's your level of success and that's your level of gain. So when, let's say there's pinholes in the balloon, right? There's pinholes in the balloon. Can you see the pinholes when it's not inflated?
No,
you can't see them, but they're still there. Yeah, and the pinholes are the, you know, little parts of you, the niggly parts, you know, maybe a bit of aggression, maybe a bit of hostility, maybe there's some bad habits you've got, you know, lack of discipline. You know, it's for those of you that play, you know, golf or snooker, it's like if you're just out a little bit on a pool table, it's okay. Great.
George. George. George is so funny.
My man, have no fear when Harv is here. So look, nice messages. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're amazing, and we love you all.
Tag
and
some
that's,
people.
you know, what I think is so nice is that the environment that we've created.
I need to finish my story about the balloon.
Oh, the story.
Yeah, the balloon. Yeah, no, because people need to understand how this
well.
happens and how they can, you know, keep a tab on this themselves. Because here's the thing, you know, so your success as it starts to grow is like the balloon when it grows. So as you blow the balloon up and your success, your game,
you become
increases. Yeah, you're bigger. You're playing a bigger game. So what happens to the pinholes? They start to become visible. Yeah. So what was not really visible or wasn't causing any issue or challenge before, it's now starts to grow. And if you don't deal with these pinholes, then the balloon is going to blow. And that's how it happens. So that's one side of it. And then the other side of it is, like Tricia was talking about, maybe your alignment of where it is that you want to go, or the things that you want to do personally, like personal values. Like Trish talking about business values, and we've got an amazing structure and, you know, way of running and creating businesses, which many of you have experienced and starting to create your other businesses now. But it's like personal values, if they don't align, then also as your game gets bigger, if you don't deal with your pinholes, they can be destructive.
And it's not serving you. Like, we teach and coach and train people to live in their truest, most fulfillment and happiness, and to being in their true happy life every single day. George Jackson, will you marry me, Tricia? Man of action here, not wasting time. Sign me up, doctor. You can take care of me every day. But seriously, it's like we teach people to live in their true happiness, true fulfillment. So we would be kidding ourselves if we're not doing that for ourselves. And it's not that we don't like each other or that, you know, we don't get on and we don't see each other. I mean, I see him more now than I did when we were in a relationship intimately, to be quite honest.
Now, here's the thing as well, because like we've got to be authentic. Like the difficult part is, and what people might seem, and the reason I want to talk about this, and I'm sure it's going to come into real life with some coaching and training, because now it's a life experience. This is an important experience and knowledge that does need to be shared. Yeah, it certainly is.
It was so funny because I was coaching on quite a similar relationship issue with one of our clients today, and giving them advice and them saying, we took that advice and it's really helped our relationship and stuff. And I was like, you know, it's not that there are systems that don't work in regards to how you work on them. It's just sometimes you just don't work anymore in that way.
So the question is, do you want to continue seeing us together on here, adding value? Please comment. As many of you need to comment, because we need as much market. This is a bit of market research we're doing. We need some feedback from you guys. Do you still want to keep seeing us here, you know, on videos, on YouTube? By the way, if you haven't subscribed to YouTube channel, Real Life Group, then you need to go do that. Because can you imagine now it's double trouble, double trouble, because we've got different areas of expertise. We're both growing different, parts of different businesses, and we're both attracting different people like into the culture and into the environment and into the teams, which is just going to make it expand rapidly, super, super, massive. Yeah, so thank you so much. Okay, good. So they still want to see it. You want to see it still here on the same screen in the same location, yeah? Is that what it is? Same location. This is better than doing it like split screen, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you just tell me. I think so too. I think the quality is better, the interaction is better, and all the rest of it. What do you think? Yeah, do you agree on that?
If I'm in the country, yes.
She agrees on that. We've got it here on video evidence right now. Yeah. So hey, what else is there? Here's
just don't. I think what the thing is, the messages that we've been receiving. Love you guys so much, but relax. Don't panic.
Can I say some kind of messages?
You know,
should I say what I was telling about before?
Because the thing that you need to remember is genuinely, see, blown away by us to last weekend. So the last Real Life Property Wealth, we were not together intimately then, because like Mark was saying, we ended our relationship, our personal relationship in like November time, beginning of November.
So the Real Life Awards we had was come on guys, whoever went to the Real Life, put hashtag RLA and you tell us, was that good? Was that awesome? So awesome? Was it well organized? You know, did it work seamlessly? I felt like Cinderella. Yeah, exactly. So amazing. So here's another thing. Yeah, and then like Trisha says, in that event that we just had, was it last weekend or the weekend before? It was the weekend, not this weekend, just gone. Weekend before. We were not together. That is the best event we've done so far of that 2 day. Yeah, because that's a 2 day. So, you know, beginners want to turn up to that, total beginners, people who are a little bit stuck in their journey, people who just want to move a little bit faster. So those kind of people are coming to this 2 day program, Real Life Property Wealth. Yeah, and the way we delivered and the way like the whole thing went was excellent. You know, loads of people transforming. Oh my God, we beat the record. You know, so over these 2 days, we're training people on how to find their strategy, the area, lockdown, what deals they can do, make offers. So we had an offer accepted live in the program. There was an offer accepted, our money out figure. If you don't know what that is, then you need to come to the training or go and subscribe to YouTube. Our money out figure to get all of our investment out was 180. Well, it was up for 175, right? Yeah. And then accepted at 174. No, first 174. And then upon viewing, it was negotiated further down to 170. Yeah, that was in there. And then what we also do is how to raise finance. Yeah. So this is the energy that we created. This is, I think, the more freedom. We'll touch on it a little bit more, but more freedom in our kind of beingness and our doingness, because we're both happy in our like. So this is not resistance. Wait, I need to tell them there's a record. It's a record. Yeah, the record. Do you want to know what the record is? Comment if you want to know what the record is right now on how much money we raised in the room. Yeah, I'm going to be open. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm going to be totally transparent. At the time of this exercise, there was 64 people participating. 64 people participating in this exercise on how to raise money. And I literally spent, I don't know, 1 hour maybe, you know, just going through the whole build up to how this exercise will row, teaching you step by step. And then what happens is 20 minutes. That's all it was. I mean, really it's 15. And then there was a bit of, 5 minutes of getting people back, to the room so we could continue, right? And then guess what happened? Because at one before, we raised 50K at one. And there was another one where we raised about 140K across a few different people. This one, in 20 minutes, 64 people raised £339,000. Can you even believe that? Yeah, it's amazing. It's not even believable. But the people in the room, magical. The power of, number one, intention, but also the environment. Oh my God, the environment. Some of these people, they didn't even want to participate in the exercise, but because of the support, because of the love around there, hey, that's the thing. Broke the record, 339,000 in a 2-day event. This is just 2 days. You imagine, you spend 4 days with it. Imagine you come on some of our longer programs of coaching and stuff like that. That's why you go to see Transformational Tuesday footage on YouTube channel, Real Life TV. You will see people are raising millions. Mm-hmm. Is it true? Yeah. Someone raised 1.2 million in 1 year. No, 1.2 million in 3 weeks. 3 weeks? No. I was talking about something else. Yeah, but one guy, 1.9 million, that was 1.9 million, 1.9 million in 3 weeks. Yeah, that's some good going, right? Yeah, that record's going to get broken. Well, let's do it next time, people. Let's do it next time. So go to reallifepropertywealth.com, see when the next one is, get yourself there, because, hey, listen, even if you've been before and you just come and be a part of that, and you could be raising, 100 grand here, 100 grand there. So I think that's pretty awesome. And anyway, back to the relationship thing. Yeah. So I would say that a lot, even our team, oh my God, our team came back after Christmas. We're having our team meetings and they're already saying, oh wow, I can already.
What's different? No. What happened was, because they didn't know, so they came back after Christmas, and we had our first meeting to start of the year, our start of year meeting, like what's the goals for this year, outcomes, everything, and they were like, something's changed. You guys seem so much better. The Christmas break must have done you good, and we were like, yeah, the breakup did us good. So I know that's like a play on words and everything, but genuinely, I know, like, I can only speak for myself. I'm far happier now. I have my own space, environment, because yes, don't worry, Richard, we are not living in this big house together. I have my own place now, and everything's great. Like, we're mutually making sure that the kids are absolutely happy, put first, and the kids are brilliant. What they said is like, so Courtney, our oldest, said, Mummy, you're so much happier now. And so is Daddy. And I said, that's good. And it wasn't that we were unhappy. It's just, when you're not in the best energy with one another, kids feel it.
Oh, no,
whether
no, but the energy was tough.
Anything,
No, but it was just literally it was like the friction. It was with so much going on, creating so much, success and wealth so quickly, that just by itself is one thing to handle, which is why it's not just about creating success, it's how you handle that success. Yeah. But here's the thing is, like, it was tough. There was a lot of, like, coming together on the personal value side. Yeah. You wanted me to do things your way. I wanted to do things my way, especially with houses and where we were going to live and, things we were going to do and holidays and all the rest of it, where we lived our life as well. So, like, the amount of time that we could spend together personally, because it was not aligned so much, then it was difficult because obviously there's a lot of scheduled time anyway. There was a lot of traveling. I was flying all over the world. I think one year I clocked it up. I made 73 flights. And someone asked me, isn't that a bit weird? Or shouldn't it be an even number? I was like, actually, that is a bit weird. But it was a connecting flight.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just direct on the way back. Anyway, just in case people thinking the same question. But here's the thing. Now, let's be straight.
Yes, this is real, Liliana.
Yeah, so here's the situation, right? So first of all, we mutually decide. I think the build up to that was a good long few months where I was thinking, oh my goodness, no, I'm going to see my kids, because if we're not living in the same house, and coming to terms with that. Mm-hmm. And what I realized, and it confirmed it when I was receiving messages. Now, I don't know about your messages, but I'm guessing based on what you told me, they're on the similar lines of everybody was always saying, are you okay? Are you, going to be all right? Do you need me to help you with anything? And by the way, I appreciate that. So thank you so much. Yeah. But the question in my mind, and also then I've kind of thought back to the whole, like 2019 where, we were kind of coming to the place where it was like, we're never going to separate, but like we're kind of just hanging on for the sake of hanging on.
No, we're both stubborn and wanted to fix it, find a solution,
figure out and all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, what did I just say before that?
About the messaging.
Yeah. So then it came to me, my mind, and I had this question, and I thought to myself, why is nobody messaging me saying, oh, if you guys have decided to do this, you must be a lot freer in yourself now, and you must be a lot happier. So nobody actually sent me a message saying that. And then it came to me. It was like, because this was a conversation we had. Because, Trisha a lot as well, we kept swinging around about. It's like, you would be sad about it, and I'll be like, hey, come on, we can do this. And then I'll be upset about it, and then you'll be like, hey, don't worry, it's going to be for the better, and all the rest of it. So it's like the energy kept switching.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
it still kind of does that though, right? Yeah, tonight's live.
Today was tough. Today was
really tough.
Today's really tough.
So yeah, like anxiousness of just having Because it's sad. It is sad.
No, but hold on, because I want to say something.
No, wait, because we literally...
What do you mean by no way?
Yeah, because I'm really...
No,
I don't want to have to keep...
So I don't have to listen to them. Yeah, so,
no, but so
no,
when I thought about it, and like that's why I got a bit sad before, is like, it is sad because we spent like most of our adult lives together.
Yeah,
like with the way
oh my God, this is
together
exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. And then it came to me. It hit me in the face. Just like I'd spent God knows how many years of my life kind of like shaped and conditioned by society, saying you're gonna go to school, study hard, save, like, get a job, work hard, save some money, buy a house, and go through all this whole process. Look forward to retirement, and all that stuff. And obviously, at this stage now we've realised that we don't listen to that garbage. We'll live life on our terms. We do the business that we're passionate about, that we love doing. It doesn't even feel like work, doesn't seem like work, and it hasn't done for many years. So what it is, well, if we don't live by those society rules, then surely we don't have to live by the other society rules, because the other society rules is a separation of parents who have children. I don't know what it's like around having businesses and stuff together, but I'm just saying, having things together, everybody is conditioned. This is my opinion, just my opinion. So you can chip in on this as well. But like, I'm thinking that people are conditioned to think that it's like a tragic thing. Like it's tragic, or it's a broken home. Have you heard that phrase before? Mm-hmm. Have you heard that phrase before? Yeah, a broken home. The kids are going to have to be shipped about from place to place, and there's not settled, and all the rest of it. And society says that it's a very sad time and a traumatic time, and all the rest of it. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible for it to be that way, but I'm just saying I think a lot is conditioned by society that this situation is a bad thing. Yeah. So it came to me, and I thought, well, hold on a second. I don't live by that 9 to 5 garbage that I used to think was the only way to live life. So why do we have to do this? And do you remember me saying that to you? Yeah. And I said, why are you like submitting to society's way of thinking? I mean, we had our own emotions and stuff like that. And, feelings, and it was like, oh wow. And like, let's be truthful as well, because this came up today and it caused a lot of, let's say, non-agreement, of like a bitterness, like a bit of bitterness. It's like, oh, well, actually, you're off doing this, or, you went off and you was here and you're doing that with, so it's like, this is just totally transparent, authentic. It's like, you just got to work through that and process it. And I think this is a bit of a therapy session now, isn't it? What do you say? Yeah. Are you going to therapy when I speak, or do you need to talk?
It'd be nice to talk sometimes.
Okay, yeah, you can have a chat.
No, I think like I like it, because obviously Mark likes to create learning out of everything, which we need to do. And yeah, I think for me, it's just like, it was really sad and really hard, because I was kind of like, oh, well, what happens now? Because I've been with Mark forever and I don't know how to be without him. And I think that was what probably kept us in a relationship longer than we probably should have been towards the end, because I didn't know how to be without him. And also, like Mark was saying about the children and the businesses, etc. But once we had communicated about how it was going to be, and how we neither of us, we didn't dislike each other. We didn't not care about each other anymore. Like, I love him, I always will, and he's the father of my children, so I'll always protect him and stick up for him and be on his side. Like, and hopefully he was the same.
We always make sure that we have a conversation and we discuss things, even if it gets a little bit heated. We always
we do. We always have to deal with it by the end of it. Sometimes it takes a bit longer to get there.
So like,
what I'm saying is, do you know when
today?
I just said a minute ago, I'd like to speak without interruption? That's
is that what you said? Did you say that? Did you say that?
So what I'm saying
Hello,
is,
did you say that?
Yeah, I did. So what I'm saying
I'm
is
just
that
saying, do you have agreement that we can talk though?
Yeah, of course.
We will talk, even no matter how bad it seems, or sometimes if
can we have an
emotion
agreement that I'm allowed to
Yeah,
talk?
no, I'm just saying, in future, can we say that that's what we're going to do? So we always sort things out. We're never just going to.
So before I forget what I was talking about, what I'm saying is,
does that mean you don't agree because you didn't answer me?
To
or
me,
do you agree?
I said agree.
You agree?
I said
Okay,
I agree about
awesome,
3
good.
times.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you agree.
So what I'm saying is that I felt very much like, well, it's hard because it's more the adjustment phase. We're just in this adjustment phase of going from, it's like a habit as well to be in a relationship and communicate in a certain way. And also, obviously, we see each other all the time and we're constantly in communication because of the businesses and the children. So like normal couples would, when they separate, if they're not in business together and things, they would just obviously probably communicate when they're doing the drop off and pick up of the children. Whereas for us, we communicate daily.
They probably don't even communicate.
Yeah, some people don't even communicate that. But whereas with us, it's like we're communicating daily. We're constantly in the offices together, and yes. Thank you, Brian.
He's got the same name as me.
So yeah, and we're constantly seeing one another and being in an environment where we're having to really be connected and present in a coupling type fashion because we are on stage together and we are like co-trainers together. So it is, tough for an adjustment phase, but not due to like confusion over the matter as to whether it's right or not. It's due to the fact that it's just 14 years is a really long time in my years because I'm only 33. So by this point, it's like now we just need to keep doing what we're doing, keep focusing on the mission first, which is what the Real Life brand is all about, and the property group and everything as well.
Is that an autocorrect?
I've no idea.
Did Peter mean to put idols? I idol you. Did he get this wrong? Yeah, Peter, tell me if you got that wrong. So I think you did. Because
but yeah,
no fool would do
for
that.
For me,
surely.
it is, and it's so I'm a bit up and down with emotion because it is. It's just sometimes it's really sad, and then a lot of the time it's like.
What's that? A lot of the time it's sad.
It's really happy. So I said it's very up and down a lot of the time because sometimes I'll go, because it's for
just
me.
In your lap, in your.
Yeah, like
dealing
for me, like dealing with it because it is up and down. It's like
you mean dealing with this or like the whole kind of now you're
the whole process.
Other stuff? Yeah,
the whole process because obviously it's different, but I think I still have that constant because I know we're still doing everything the same as before. The only thing that's changed is that we're not together intimately and we don't live together anymore. That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm here every Monday.
Laura, I love you no matter what. I don't need to read the rest. That's good enough for me.
Oh.
I'll read it later. So listen. Here's one thing though, because this is I think this is important. Do you think it's important?
Yeah.
You don't even know what it is. I like the trust.
I don't know.
Yeah. So the important thing is, like, what was the alternative? Staying together just for the sake of the kids? Staying together because we think we can't run a business? I mean, if you can't run a business because, you think it relies on one person and like one of you has to take over or, or don't work all together, you can't just work together or anything like that. That's not a business. That's not a business, is it?
No.
Yeah. Another thing is, and this is what's so important, like you've got to live a fulfilled life. I truly believe that you will be more fulfilled intimately, personally and all the rest of it with someone who is like more of a match to you on that personal value, like the values you have and, the way you socialize and the way you live your life.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
And I'm hoping because I can see that in you. I can see that. I can see the situation. But obviously when it's about yourself, you can't see the label from inside the jar. So I need my own coaches and my mentoring and all the stuff that I'm going through now, which I'm utilizing heavily to deal with myself to continue to grow at a fast rate, because this is just another thing that has to deal with. But this is what I'm going to say. It's like, number one is staying together just for the sake of something when it's not truly a match, I think is such a fear and scarcity mentality. Yeah. And I do see it in a lot of people, and I only see it because you can only see in others what's in you. So I think we did stay together for a while You know, I don't know how long that while was. I don't know. I don't think we even have to try and pinpoint it, but a while, because of that fear, that scarcity of like.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't know
into,
how to be without you, so therefore it was just like, surely we can.
Was it not about like going back into the marketplace?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been single for a really long time. So I don't know how it works. And there's Tinder and swipe left and everything these days.
She's talking like she's pretending she doesn't know what it is.
I swear I've never used it in my life. And it was only because I was with a friend the other day.
Oh, a friend. Come on. That is a funny one. Have you ever used that before? No, it's funny. Come on,
laugh. With Michael.
Laugh. Come on. It's
Michael
funny.
was like, this is what you do. And he was
now you're naming and shaming people. On your
own
phone, on your own profile.
I don't have a profile.
Yes, she does. You can add your whatever. I don't know how you get on it. Apparently, a friend told me how to do it. A friend told me how to do it, so I do know how to do it. So, look, what was I saying before? Yeah, what I was saying before is, no, I'm thinking it's really important to make sure that you don't just stay in a relationship because, but I'm not saying bail too easily as well, because I think people might bail too easily.
Don't give up. Because the thing is, you go through seasons in your relationships, which we learned when we read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which is what helped us get engaged when we'd been together 7 years. So 7 years ago, we got engaged to be married. And
has it like been 7 years for about the last 4 years?
Seasons. Huh? No, because we got. Anyway, so you have seasons in relationships. You will have periods in your relationship where it feels like there is no fixing it and things like that. But then all of a sudden, you fall back in love. And some people call it, you go through the 7-year itch or a blip and all of these kind of things. So if it is savable, absolutely do that. But what I think we analysed is that our intimate relationship, we are totally not in that space anymore with one another. We love each other, but we're not in love anymore. We haven't been for a while.
I'm not sure I understand any of that stuff. About love and all that stuff.
Well, I definitely do. But in regards to the businesses and relationships with the children and everything like that, we wanted to end amicably so that we can.
Well, that was my next point, you know, because my next point was, well, just finishing off, like you got to search for like true connection, because I believe it's out there for everyone.
Soulmates.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it whatever you want. It's just like labels.
Twin flames.
I'm not disrespecting anything that anybody comes up with or what it's called. I'm just saying it's like it's not going to be like a explained thing, you know, because it's an emotion. It's a spiritual bonding, you know. It's all of that stuff. Then you've got the fact that actually, 3 children, a lot of businesses, a lot of assets to run, companies to run, employees to take care of, house to take care of. We move into this house, use it for business and training as well. And then we've got the ability to be able to go get another house and make sure that everything is smooth running with the children. Like, they didn't even know anything was going to be any different other than, and I think what we did have on our side, the fact that we traveled a lot anyway. Mm-hmm. But then now that they're cool with it, right? What's this? This is cool. I mean, look, you're getting all these offers. I mean, no one is interested in, you know.
But you got asked out by Justin earlier.
Yeah, well, there's this boy,
and Lewis.
Justin and Lewis. Okay, yeah, we'll go out. Thanks. I feel so blessed. Yeah. So what else was I going to say? So yeah, what I'm saying is, this is why it's so important that people are self-sufficient.
Live the life of their dreams.
Yeah, but self-sufficient, because how, like, I've been thinking a lot of the time where emotion has got a little bit high and a little bit of heat has turned up with us. It's like, if we also had to then worry about money as well. Oh my goodness. I could imagine how things would go through the roof.
Yeah, but don't they say in life the most stressful things are buying a house, having a child, getting married, and getting divorced? They're the most challenging things you'll ever experience in your life. Why? If you are in a position where you're more in tune and you have the luxury to be like good with your finance situation because you've created wealth and time and freedom and space for yourself, it doesn't have to be so concerning, because I can imagine, if we were like, right, we have to split everything, and we're like skin, and we don't have any money, and then it's like, oh, you have to pay for this because I can't afford this, and oh, I've got these, and having to worry about how to pay bills for 2 houses, and how do I pay for these? I would be that, I could understand there where it'd be like, I'm scared now. How do I deal with that?
Yeah, because it puts pressure. It puts pressure.
And you want to focus on healing and making the transition nice for your children, not how do I pay for stuff, like, because
there's still things that you need to agree on. And now because in a situation, now it's like, oh, now I know I don't have to kiss and make up and go to bed together. It's like the whole, I don't know, this is pure ego, but it's the whole kind of screw you kind of starts to raise up and all the rest of it. Because I'm not perfect. I'm just going to speak for myself. I know it comes up, but it's how do I catch myself and how do I bring myself back? And that's why personal development is so important. And so what I will say is this, and I think it's really important just to discuss it right now here, because how can people, understand, and how can we help ourselves, and how can we help other people out there, because that's obviously what we want to do as well, add value to you guys, so you can make it happen. You can go and have the relationship of your dreams, create the business of your dreams, create the life of your dream, do what it is, what you've always dreamed about, to dream anyway as well, just to dream. I think that's really, really important. So what it comes down to is you've got to create wealth in your life. You've got to create wealth, because you need to be self-sufficient. You need to not have to rely on, someone or something else, as a kind of rule or a regulation or a way of being, or the government or something, or a company or something like that. It's like you got to have multiple streams. You got to have multiple assets. You got to have multiple directions that you can twist and turn and move in. I mean, this is some of the stuff we teach in property investment. Multiple strategies, and have to do multiple strategies and have multiple projects on all at the same time to help you be able to progress. And that's why people are building multi-million-pound portfolios very quickly. Some people built over 4 million portfolio in just over a year, 5 million in a couple of years. Many people are getting to the 1 million and 2 million mark in 12 months, right? And raising hundreds of thousands of pounds, because they're doing this with none of their own money. So it's so important that you're going to build wealth in all these different directions, because then you don't have to worry about it. And then I tell you what else it's about. It's about not letting outside influences. It's about not letting, so now it's like, okay, so when you're together, it's like everything is shared, and we discuss this together, and we have bank accounts together, and obviously all the business stuff is all the same and all the rest of it. But now it's like, who else, other partners that you go with or I go with, it's like making sure outside influences are not going to start to, either corrupt any of our agreements, because our agreements are, to add value to people, is to be self-sustaining, is to make sure that we have, financial stability in all the different areas. Our children, right? Mm-hmm. Because obviously it's about the children, making sure that children are not just, I don't think it's about just saying, hey, children, I want to leave something to you. No, I want you to watch what we do, because one thing I learned is children don't listen. Your own children especially, they don't listen to what you say, ever. The children don't listen to what you say, but they watch what you do. They watch what you do. So it's about staying in agreement. And some advice I was given, I don't know if I share this with you, but I think it's obvious, is never to badmouth or, say anything bad about you in front of the children. Maybe if I'm by myself and I'm a bit cheesed off about something, maybe I can lash out. I don't think you say that to by yourself, but is this cool? Is this okay? Yeah. You got a bit quiet. So I don't know. Did I say something?
But you've got a story or something to deliver, so I'm just waiting.
Okay, that's good. No, but did you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like we've got to stay in like integrity, honesty, and truth. To like continue to make sure that we do what we do, so everyone can continue to benefit, including the both of us. And I'm just saying, not get corrupted by outside, events, outside market movements. And like I say, other people. Already Trisha's had about 251 offers, you know, to take her out. I can see on the screen 251 comments, all asking Trisha out on a date. So we're going to make sure that none of these people, they corrupt you and say, don't listen to that fool. He never let you talk on the Facebook lives anyway. Yeah. So blah, 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 and all of that good stuff. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think that's important? Do you think it's important to stay coherent and say, hey, look, this is what we're partnered in. This is what we're, you know, delivering. This is what targets we're going to hit. I mean, and then have review points, right?
Yeah, review, because equally you're gonna have new stuff. I'm gonna have new stuff that we both choose to do.
Man, I'm gonna be a billionaire.
We're gonna be billionaires.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not gonna be all together.
Like, absolutely, and that's
let's just be open about that. Let's be open about that, because the sooner we can be open about it, the less bitterness or covert hostility or aggression or anything like that we could just get out in the open. But obviously, first of all, we're going to say, look, this is what we're going to do. We agree that we're going to deliver and hit these targets to create this much wealth, you know, to make sure that this is self-sustaining or systemized or whatever needs to happen, like agree those targets. And then it's like, yeah, if you want to go this way or that way or do this business or that business, it's like, I think that's, you know, a thing, isn't it? That's like a... What are you laughing at? What's so funny? You need to tell me now.
Carly's funny.
Well, what did she say? If I wasn't straight. You see, look, even the women are offering you out.
That's okay.
Yeah?
I don't mind that.
I just have to work more hours. Yeah, I just have to work more hours then. So thank you for pushing me, people.
I think, yeah, listen, what I just want to say to you all is we wanted to and felt comfortable, which is more important than anything, to do this live, to talk about it, because you all have helped us become who we are as individuals.
Yeah, it's a culture.
And together.
It's a team.
Can you stop interrupting?
Oh, sorry, I was not supposed to say anything.
You're talking so much. You can say something, innit? But like, yeah, you guys are the reason we are where we are today, as well as things that we've done ourselves. But genuinely, you guys have helped me achieve what I have today. I want to thank you and you. Like, you've made me the best version of myself to a point. And now my personal self, it just requires something different now, and that's fine. But honestly, we couldn't have done it without you. And what I'm excited about, and I'm getting emotional now, is what's to come next. I'm really excited. It's going to be amazing. This is just the beginning. Like, literally, it's just the beginning. And I think as long as we stick together, we do the right thing for the right reasons, like Mark says all the time, you know, it's going to be really powerful and brilliant, amazing.
Can we talk to each other? Do I say that all the time?
Do the right thing for the right reasons, because that's the only way you can discover your true potential.
I never
noticed. But it's true. It's so true.
I never noticed I said that. I thought I said it like a couple of times.
Because if we do stick together and we do the right thing for the right reasons, this is the right thing for us, for the right reasons, so that we can be happier and feel better and do more and be more, you know, in our personal circumstances, so we can give more, so we can help you guys more, so that we're not, you know, focusing on anything that's going on for us privately, because we've dealt with that. I think, again, this is what's great about personal development. Like, discover your true potential is a no-brainer for this. You've got to be
there. My goodness.
Because this kind of stuff, if we hadn't been through this kind of training, we would not be able to deal with it like this. No, like, everyone's saying,
what training? Nobody's been through discovering true potential. So what are you talking about?
But I mean, like, you've got to focus on these mind transformational trainings, because you're all saying how great it is that we've come on here and we've shared in this way, and wow, you know, you must be so strong and all this kind of stuff. But it's because of the development that we've been through. You know, I would never have been able to do this with my last relationship. No way. I literally couldn't even stand to be on the phone to him, let alone in the same room. So totally life shift.
We should be saying this again soon.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So listen, I think we got it out there. So I'm gonna let you guys go. This one has been the longest one we've done so far, right? Yeah. But it's good. But I think it's been worth it.
No, we did that 3-hour one.
Yeah, but I mean Monday night, because we do it at 7, but then the mastermind's always at 8. So these guys need to go get more value. get your questions answered, unlock whatever it is you need to do, connect to the, you know, the right people. I know people are joint venturing, investing money and all that. Oh my, you know, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. What are you saying?
Thank you so much. Thank you for being so wonderful and caring. We love you. We are amazing. Don't panic. Everything's going to be amazing.
Get ready to celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate the future.
This is not time for misery. This is not time for sadness. It's time for celebration. Celebration. Okay, so that's it. We're going to go so you guys can get to the mastermind. But before I go, never forget this. You got to do the right thing for the right reason, because that's the only way to discover your true potential. See you next time, people.